In this video, we will be looking at creating flowcharts to meet the needs of a specific exam question. So let's now look at the details of the question. A bus company uses the following criteria to decide if discounts are to be issued to its passengers. Passengers 18 years or over must pay the full price. Passengers under 18 will receive a 30% discount on a working day, which we'll define as being Monday to Friday. Passengers under 18 will receive a 15% discount on weekends, which we define as being Saturday and Sunday. The bus company needs an algorithm in the form of a flowchart, so remember, you shouldn't be writing pseudocode at this point. They're asking for the generation of a flowchart. It should identify the inputs. It should decide if any discounts are to be issued, and it should then output an appropriate message depending on if a discount will be issued in the form of a 30% discount or a 15% discount or no discount at all. So before we start drawing our flowchart, let's just clarify our understanding of the requirements of the question. To help us do that, we are going to make some identifications. So let's start by identifying the inputs. So what inputs is the question asking us for? The age of the passenger will be needed to determine if a discount is to be issued, and also the day of the week, whether it be a working day or a weekend. What outputs should the flowchart give us? It should stipulate whether no discount is to be issued, or a 30% discount, or a 15% discount should be issued. Notice that the exam question does not ask us to do any calculations. It's just the determination whether a discount will be issued and at what level. It's not asking us to calculate any discounted fare charges. It's very important that candidates don't add in functionality that the exam question doesn't ask for, because that won't attract any additional marks. Do we need any loops? There is no inference in the exam question that processes should be repeated, so the use of loops is not applicable in this solution. Will we need any if statements? Well, we need to determine if the person is 18 years or over, and we also need to determine on which day of the week it is. Because the exam question is not asking us to do any calculations, it's purely the stipulation of whether a discount will be issued or not and at what rate. No mathematical calculations are needed. So now we're going to look at the flowchart solution, because we've now qualified our understanding. Doing this little process of identifying the inputs, the outputs, any loops, any if statements, any processes will really help the candidate understand the requirements before they put pen to paper or use an application to design their flowchart. So now let's look at the flowchart solution. We have our start symbol, and then we have our input symbol. It's very important that we use the right symbols in flowcharting. Notice that the flowchart is asking us to input both the age and the day within a singular input symbol. That's acceptable and adds to simplification of the flowchart. We then have our decision symbol, and the question it's asking us is if the age is greater than or equal to 18, then we follow this route down here. Now it's very important that your routes are labeled accordingly. So if this is a true statement, we follow this route down here, and then we have the output symbol used for printing, and we're going to print the message no discount. If this is false, if the age is less than 18, it will ask a further question. So we've got another decision symbol. If the day is equal to a Saturday, or if the day is equal to a Sunday, so we're determining if it's a weekend. If that is true, we follow this labeled branch again. Very important that we label our branches, and this will print using the appropriate outputs symbol, 15% discount. If this if statement is false, we go down the no branch, and it will use again the appropriate output symbol for printing, and it will print the message 30% discount. And nice and neatly, we're bringing all of the data flows down to the end symbol. Some designers like to use the word stop. That's interchangeable with the word end and is acceptable also.